The last time you guys were here, you had made your way down into a crack that you had opened up in the spine of the world, crawling down into these ancient caves where you found ruins of the part of the ancient city of Ythrun that you have learned holds the secret to beating or undoing the Frostmaiden's never-ending rime that has locked the entire north into a never-ending winter. The magical powers of the Netherese were great. They had spells beyond level 9 that were capable of making their entire cities fly. Basically, the Roman Empire of this world, the entire civilization fell many years ago at the Great Cataclysm when Mistra undid the laws of magic and rewrote them. The Netherese Empire falling into ruin. You have found the ruins of one of these ancient cities, Ythrun, buried deep beneath the ragged glacier, unlocking the glacier with the Rime of the Frostmaiden poem read out of the codicil of white, a tome that you found in the temple to the Frostmaiden herself, Ariel. You now travel with a necromancer wizard and a professorial or Professor Scott, who have aided you along your way, Bailey and Marpel, seeking out the magical powers that are to be found deep within the city of Ythrun. You have explored these tunnels and caves and found yourselves deep, deep, deep in the earth. Lastly, in a pool of water frozen deep beneath where you unlocked a terrible creature, a Rimeraz, defeating one of them, or more than one of them perhaps, I can't recall, only to realize that these were both but the children of a greater, more deadly Rimeraz. You brought down the ceiling upon it, blocking its path, buying you some time. As you scramble backwards into the cave, it beginning to claw its way through the rocks. You have become the prey of this giant centipede-type dragon creature. And that is where we find you. The Rimeraz Mother Battle. Oh wait, that was really cool, and I didn't have the sound turned on for you guys.
Oh, I remember the Rimeraz now. This is terrible.
Let me do
This
that
is
again.
terrible.
Let me do that again. That's where you find yourselves. The Rimeraz Mother Battle. All right, we're going to turn off the sounds of people screaming and stuff, because that's weird. I never liked the, like, arr, arr. All right. Volume's a little loud. I'm going to bring that down a touch. Okay. You find yourselves there in this cave. You've brought down the ceiling as the giant Rimeraz begins to make its way through. You slid down this giant slide of ice. And here you are. You're all pretty beat up. Ordella is with you, we'll say. But what do you all do? We're not in initiative at the moment. The thing is beginning to sort of smash its way through the rocks that you have dropped upon its head.
A quick point of order question. My health being so dented, that is a condition of poisoned, correct? If I remember correctly.
Did you get poisoned? I cannot recall.
I think it was by. I honestly don't recall, but something has seriously knackered my
You guys got
the upper level of my health.
Yes. Yes.
And I
You
think it's poisoned or something.
no, you took life drain damage from the wraith.
That was it. I was
And
looking to see if there was a way I could sort of mark that on my sheet so I could remember.
yeah, you need to recall what you were before, because once you either get a restoration or a long rest, that will go back.
Yeah.
You were life drained by the wraith.
So there is no. I was looking for a way to sort of tag life drained or something like that, but I don't see one.
No, you'll just have to make a note of it somewhere.
Yeah. No, I've made a note of the demerit. I just was hoping to add the relevant condition.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got it.
Well,
Okay.
you find yourself in the situation. You all are pretty beat up. I think Valian's yells, "We can't fight it. We've got to run quickly. Where should we go?"
Can we squeeze through this hole?
You did. You went in. Actually, let me get my book open, because you went into that room before the Mother Rimaraz appeared, and that is where you found a like weird illusion creature, if you may recall.
Yeah.
And this is a big slippery slope right here, correct?
Going up, yes. Yeah. Big slippery slope.
Didn't we have a rope tied off at the top that we came down with? Isn't that still there?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Don't remember. I tell you what. Roll me a d20.
Oh, dear
Hawkins.
God. No, not Hawkins. He did it the last time for the level.
Just a straight up luck roll. Greater than 10, it's there. Less than 10, it's gone.
Oh, yay. I'm good at rolling.
Greater than 10, it's there. Less than 10, it's gone. It's gone. The rope froze. If the rope was there, what has happened is in the time that you've left it there, the rope has frozen into the ice. It's like under a thin layer of water that was running down it, and it's like entirely frozen over now. So you could see it, but like you have to hack it out of there.
Oh dear God!
Hey! I was gonna give it to you. I just luck roll. This is a pure luck roll.
Can I start trying to dig it out?
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
How tall is the cliff?
Heading upwards.
Yeah.
It's fairly good ways. You tunnel slid down several hundred feet. So you'd assume several hundred feet down the slide. There are pathways. There are pathways to the south that you have not run down.
Let's run down those.
Yeah, vote going south.
Okay.
Yep. Same.
All right. Valian is on board with that. She says, "I don't think we can fight it. We've got to run." And in the south, you come in as you run to the south. You find a similar room. This is a 40-foot high chamber. The floor is concaved and sinks towards a 15-foot diameter hole in the floor, similar to the hole that you slid down before.
I would like to. Can I try and skirt the edge of this and see like toward this room, because I get a bad feeling about anything that draws me into a hole.
Yeah. Are you looking like over here in this little tunnel off to the
little thing, like right here where I am?
Yeah, there is a small passageway that is about wide enough for one person to slip through, that seems to head into a larger chamber to the east.
Okay.
Are you going in there?
Yes, I would like to go in there.
Okay. Move your character. Okay. You see pools of water, similar to the pool that you've seen before, and bones surrounding the area. I'll describe the room in a little bit more detail. Enormous cave, glassy walls, smooth dome ceiling overhead, 2 large pools. There's steam rising from the pools, and there is some steam rising from the pool in front of you. And that's what you see immediately.
Okay. If I sort of get out here a little bit, does it Does it appear that this room like wraps around and perhaps this is where the Rimmerow's mother was coming from?
Make me a perception check.
Nope.
Okay. As you enter this room, Harkus, you hear the horrible growling and scratching and cracking noises that much louder in here.
Okay. Then I would like to sort of tuck back into here and sort of get Cadillac to sort of bring everybody in.
Balian will come.
Hidey hole.
Zarya will come.
And then I'm going to be like, I think this is the back of the room where it came from.
So I'm going to whisper to Harkus. So if I remember correctly, I think this thing can tunnel through rock and ice. So we probably can't stay here.
I think there's a room on the other side.
Make me a stealth check, Harkus. Harkus, as you turn to talk to Cadillac, you see a little bit of bubbling in the pool right next to you, but it kind of quiets down a little bit as you hush your voice.
I'm just going to look at Cadillac and go, never mind, you're not stealthy, and start pushing him back this way.
Okay.
Tell them I vote for the hole in the floor.
Okay. You vote for the hole in the floor. You go look at the hole?
I'm voting. I'm seeing what everybody else is sort of inclined to do, but the hole in the floor is looking better after I see the bubbles.
I vote for the hole in the floor.
As you say that, you hear a violent crash coming from the room immediate to the north, as if something has broken through some of the rocks.
Okay,
you hear a violent roar.
Okay,
so I vote for probable death over certain death.
Okay, let's do this. What I would like to do is, as I'm running over here, can I chug one of my greater potions of healing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And are you just jumping in there?
That seems about right.
Dumbest idea of the day, right?
I mean,
all right, who's going first?
I'll go first.
Harkus, you slide down a slide and you just sort of zing on your bottom down a slide until you're somewhere else. And everybody, Harkus disappears into the darkness as he jumps down this hole.
I'll follow.
Yep, I'm going to at the same time.
All right. Everybody's just sort of like, I guess we're going down the hole. Whee! You go in as well, Kenny, I assume?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sticking around.
Gotcha. All right. As you slide down the hole, the sounds of the horrible Rimmeroz in the distance begin to grow fainter and fainter as you slide some distance down into the darkness. And you find yourself, as you sort of slide, you eventually stop as you've sort of hit something, Cadillac. And the thing that is strange, that you find very strange, Cadillac, is that what you've hit feels like a tree.
Huh. So, how well can we see down here? Can we see pretty?
You have dark. It's completely dark. You have dark vision. So you can see in shades of gray for short periods. People that don't have dark vision can't see very far or very well at all unless Leonard has got the lights out or is igniting something to give light. But what you...
So, since this is a tree, can I tell anything specific about it given my natural inclinations in connection with my
Sure.
following of Sylvanas?
Sure, roll me nature.
Okay.
22. Well, you're pretty certain that trees don't grow under the ground. It's been a while since you've been a botanist, but they usually need things like sunlight, and you're in a cave. So that seems weird and not very natural. You think to yourself, that's probably magic. Not a normal tree. But it looks very tree-like. You see a grove of frost-covered trees. The cave that you're in is about 50 feet high, and the floor is made of earth and ice. And by some magic or miracle, these trees, with a 22, they're alive. Trees aren't dead.
I know.
They have...
I'm pulling out shrubwood.
They have thick, frosty leaves. Their branches bear purple pears. The purple pears hang like ornaments. A low, broken wall in several places threads its way around this grove.
I pull out shrubwood.
Okay. You pull out shrubwood.
And I say, hey, shrubwood, I know it's very cold, and I know you are well on record as to not liking the cold.
I don't! It's real cold!
It is, but shrubwood, we have found some other magical plants, and I wanted to see if what you made of them. Are they like you?
Okay. You hold shrubwood up to it.
Yeah.
And shrubwood goes, hello? Are you like me? Can you talk? And he looks back at you with his little shrub. He goes, no. Doesn't seem to be.
Okay. So shrubwood, there are fruit on these trees, and I know that you have your good berries. And your good berries are safe for people to share. Do you think that these magical trees would be safe to consume the fruit of? What do you think?
Maybe old shrubwood ought to try it first.
Wouldn't that be cannibalism? Plantalism?
No. Wait. Do you think that, like, if a plant can't eat any other kind of plant ever?
Well, plants only eat really plants. I mean, I guess decomposing, but you're omnivores, so it's fine. Forget I said anything. Yes, I think that would be a capital idea, shrubwood.
Well, I don't really have a mouth, so
we can mush it down in your roots.
Yeah, maybe pick one of them pears off and rub it all over me.
You know what? This is the least dangerous thing I think we've done so far in the game. Yes, let's do that. I take one of the pears and I just mush it into his root system.
Roll a d20, please. As a face appears in the tree that you grab one of the roots out of. As you grab one of the pears out of. And the face, it looks like a woman's. And it sort of steps out of the branches of the trees. And the woman says, she has leaves, frosted leaves growing off of her everywhere. And she says, hello. You travelers here? And as you rub the purple pear all over shrubwood, you rolled a 6?
I did indeed.
Okay. the purple absorbs into Shrubwad's roots. And the tree, the little bush, looks at you and it says, I feel kind of funny. And it begins to sort of change. Like, you notice Shrubwad gets a little bit, like, kind of grows like an inch. It's like, kind of stretches out a little bit. And as he says, I feel funny, he goes, I feel kind of funny.
So he's growing into a big, strong man.
Shrubwad, we're sorry.
Wait a minute.
He turns into Mr. T-Bush.
What's happened to me? This ain't my voice. What'd you do to me? What is all this? And the person or the creature, the sentient looking creature in the tree says, I am Hawthorne, bound here by the Netherese to tend the grove. Who are you all? She speaks this in Elvish. Does anybody speak Elvish?
I do.
So you can understand what she's saying.
So
she says this in Elvish.
I respond, praise be to Sylvanus. It is good to meet you in Elvish. And then I explained to her that we have our shrub friend that is very cold, and we wanted to give him some sustenance to hardy himself against these very dangerous.
She reaches out her hands towards your face, and she says, "Follower of Sylvanus," in Elvish, "Follower of Sylvanus, worshipper of all that grows. Come, stay here. Stay here." And make a wisdom saving throw, please. You can feel there being some sort of like siren's call charm that was like tried to be put onto you. But you managed to sort of shake it off. And she says, "It is so lonely here. It has been so long since there have been others. Won't you stay with me? Keep me company, tend the trees, help them grow."
I'm going to say, we have many more things on our path that we need to accomplish, but I thank you for your hospitality. And I sort of take a couple of steps back.
She looks over at Harkus and points a finger at him and says, "Won't you stay?"
No!
Make a wisdom save.
Damn it. Oh, God, I'm about to die in a tree. No! I did okay.
You did okay. She sort of looks, as you are able to sort of fend her off, she looks down and she says, "It is so lonely here." She says, "The great keepers planted these trees, multiple gifts. Take of the pears, may you be blessed. Take and eat of the pears, it may be blessed by them."
Seems like a trap. Was I aware of what she was doing as well?
Yeah, that there was an
okay.
Yeah, so roll insight, I guess.
Because it seems to me like if I know that just happened, I'm not going to take anything she's offering me.
Yeah. Roll insight. It wasn't seemingly like malevolent.
Okay.
It wasn't exactly like a spell, it was sort of like this cry of loneliness that sort of like almost swept you in, like the siren song almost. Like it wasn't seemingly like out of a place of like malevolence, like wants to hurt you, but like longing and loneliness and like stay, please, comfort. And it was just very, very enticing for a moment. Less like spell and more like, ooh, wait a minute. I don't need to do that, you know. She says, if you will not stay, please of the take the gifts of the pears. One for each. Eat and be blessed.
Well, it did wonders for Shrubwide, clearly.
All right.
Shrubwide looks over you and goes, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. You notice Shrubwide has grown another like quarter inch. You take a pear? Are you eating it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take one.
Are you just taking it and bagging it, or are you eating it?
Oh no, I'm eating it.
Roll me d20. Four. As you eat it, Harkus, your mind expands. Like the entire universe of witticisms comes into your brain, and you feel sharper and wittier than ever. In fact, you've gained the ability to cast Vicious Mockery as a cantrip, the 5th level version.
Sweet.
Vicious Mockery at 5th level. The save is a DC 15 for you as an action. You can use this 3 times before the charm vanishes from you.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how you just feel, I don't know how you would tell this to the other people around you, but all of a sudden you just feel incredibly witty. Like you have you realize just how dumb Cadillac is. And you're like, oh man, I got it now. I better hold that back, but I got it in there.
All right.
So that's what you see, Cadillac. I guess Harkus's face just gets like
the Joker
after eating the pear.
So I guess after seeing that Harkus doesn't explode or start sprouting branches, I take one of the pears as well.
Are you eating it or taking it?
I will munch on it because given the state I'm in right now, it couldn't do I'm willing to make the gamble.
Okay, so you eat it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Roll a d20. Okay. You gain the ability to cast the invisibility spell as an action. No components required. You can use it 3 times. Don't have to cast on yourself. Cast on somebody else. But you can make things go invisible.
That's really cool.
All right. Seeing that everybody hasn't winked out of existence after doing this, I'll do it.
Okay. And are you eating it or taking it?
I will eat it.
All right. Roll me d20.
7.
Is everybody going to roll 5, 6, 7s? You feel connected to everyone else, Leonard. You have the ability to cast the sending spell as an action. You can telepathically send a message to basically anybody.
Okay. Sending is the one that I can get a response. Correct?
I'm not
Or
sure.
is that the message?
I'm not sure. I think sending, you can just send a message and it's like a thought. I'll look it up. The creature, okay. Yes, it can answer. Sending can answer.
Okay.
You send a short message, 25 words or less, to a creature you're familiar with. So it can't be somebody you don't know. The creature hears the message in its mind and recognizes you as the sender if it knows you. Okay, yes, it doesn't have to know you. You just have to be familiar with them. And can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables the creature with intelligence of at least 1 to understand. Really? Okay. So you can send it to something that's really dumb, but it'll still understand. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message.
Okay.
That's useful because I think animals have intelligences of 1. You can send the message over any distance, even to other planes of existence. So basically you could be like, Asmodeus, I've been a really good boy. I really, really like a pony for Halloween.
Because I could ostensibly be familiar
with Asmodeus. Or with, like, I guess, Thor or anybody.
Or
Ariel.
Ariel.
Yeah.
All right. Noted.
I think Zarya would probably take one of them, but not eat it. Just stash it in a bag.
All right. I'll do the same for Ordella.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stash one away, too, because I'm still not sure what in the hell happened to everybody else who ate them.
Yeah, what you don't realize is that for each time they use it, they lose 1 life point, and when they use all 3, you die. No.
I can live with that.
No, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, that's what you find in here, is this weird grove with a dryad that wanted you to stay and live with her under the ground in her frozen grove. And these weird pear trees. There are 6 exits exiting out of here, and fortunately you don't hear the sounds of the horrible Rimerazes anymore.
Okay.
There are exits
Not hearing the Rimerazes is good.
There's an exit to the north immediately, an exit to the west immediately, an exit to the south, southeast, and like southwest, I guess.
Let's go to the. I vote for the south.
Which one? There are sort of 2 to the south.
This one, I don't know. All I see is this one over here.
Okay. That's sort of the more western exit, but you can take it. Following that one. As you head that direction, there's sort of a tunnel that winds and begins to get narrow to the point where it sort of is like one person wide, but it continues onward in that direction, and easy to pass through. You can see it heading out that way.
Okay.
Are people following you, or are you just carrying on that way?
I have no idea. What does everybody else want to do?
Yeah, so that's what Harkus wants to do. He wants to head down this little tunnel here.
Seems like we got
sort of the southwest.
Do I hear anything down into the tunnel?
Roll me perception. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's see here. We'll give a crit on that.
Yeah.
Gosh. From where you're at, no, it is quiet.
Damn it. I should have walked further.
I'm with you fellers. I'm fine checking out whichever way.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to keep walking down this way and hoping that my critical success ears are still working as I'm walking.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that as you keep walking. I'm going to say you still have a critical success perception, and things are still pretty quiet.
Okay.
I'll give you the heads up on things.
Okay.
I'm gonna call.
Still just winding around.
Still just tunnel. Is anybody following with Harkus? Harkus, you eventually come to what looks like a wall or a partial wall of some sort of ancient building that you're not able to pass through, although it sort of looks like you can. Or no, you can. You're able to sort of step over that. It's sort of like a partial wall of a collapsed building. There are icicles clinging to the ceiling, and it looks like some sort of like semicircular sort of structure that was part of something before. Before you got here, there was another passageway to the north. Okay. As you go in there, there is a cavern with a 15-foot high ceiling and a dead-end cave in the back of it. And sticking out of the cave's floor at a 60-degree angle is a giant-sized wooden spear with its obsidian tip pointing upwards. And it glows with a faint, cold light.
Can I guess, can I just kind of get close and look at this? I don't really want to touch it. Just would like to sort of examine it closely.
Just look at it?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. You just trying to roll perception on it?
Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to sort out if I think that this is some kind of, what kind of weird magical thing this seems to be, or what it's trying to tell me.
Well, it's glowing.
Does it look like it's like intentionally in the ground? Does it look like it was a broken off spear that somebody just dropped and it froze there? Or?
Yeah, it looks like it's about maybe 20 plus feet long, and just part of it is out of the ice.
Okay.
And it looks like, it could be pulled out, but it would be hard. You'd have to be real buff to get that thing loose.
Like perhaps wearing a belt of hill giant strength?
Something like that, maybe.
All right, let's give it a whirl.
All right, you're gonna try to pull it out?
Sure, why not?
Roll me an athletics check. Of course you did.
All right.
You reach down and pull.
You missed. I used the lasers. So.
Wait, do I have lasers, or is that just you?
Are you on a Mac?
No, I'm on an iPad.
Okay. See, on Mac OS, I have gestures or reactions.
Nope.
Okay. Well, you reach down and you pull this thing out. And you just rip this thing out. And there is writing on it in giant. Can you read giant?
I can.
You can. It says, it has a name on it. It says Spear of Lagomir. It's clearly a giant. And since you speak giant, why don't you roll me history? You probably know something about giant history.
Nope, I've used all my good rolls.
Okay. You're a monk, though. So the first time a barbarian, fighter, monk, or ranger touches the spear, the light around the sphere fades. And as it fades, the spark from Vladimir that you've pulled out goes into you.
Ooh.
And it into your chest.
This on top of my pear that I just ate. Feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know what the spark of Vladimir is going to do to me, but
yeah.
Do I feel any different?
Feel different? Your legs begin to hurt a bit.
Ooh.
Like your femurs begin to hurt. And you, as you, I don't know, you're by yourself, so I don't know if you would say anything or not.
I don't know either. I think I'm just going to stand here and wonder why nobody followed me down the hole.
I think that I'll be worried about him and sort of begin trundling wherever he went. I'm sorry I had to step away for a minute, and so I have no idea which avenue he went.
He went down here. You trundle over here. Valian's going to follow. Valian looks over at you and says, "You fool! What have you done? What have you done?"
I pulled out the glowing thing, and now my femur's hurt.
And what happened to the glowing?
I think the glowing went into me.
Right. So wait. You pulled out a glowing thing from the ground. And then the glowing just like went into you. And you're just cool with that.
When you put it that way, it sounds like a bad idea. But there were an awful lot of critical successes to get me to this point. So it seemed like a good idea.
And as you say that, all of a sudden your feet sort of blast downwards into the ice a bit, and you grow 1 foot taller. And it hurts. But all of a sudden you've added a foot in height. And Valian looks over at you and says, "Oh my God. What is your strength right now?"
21.
Okay. You become proportionately heavier to being a foot taller.
Okay.
And you have this spear.
So my strength doesn't improve because I'm too high already?
No. The question, my question is not, is your strength better? It's, are you strong enough to hold your body up?
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
Or are you going to collapse under your own massive weight? But you're a foot taller and proportionately heavier.
Read action. Okay.
Arcus, as you said, I just touched it. Shrubwall goes, "You sound a little like me."
We should start a band. All right.
In fact, Shrubwad's getting harder for you to carry, Cadillac. Because Shrubwad's now like logwad.
Oh, so my goodness.
Is the spear with me? Can I like carry the spear now?
It is 25 feet long.
Okay, fair enough.
You could. It's a very long pokey stick. So it's not the most wieldy thing, unless you're a giant.
But I could throw it.
Could you?
I don't know. Seems like maybe I could. All right, we'll just leave it there. It seems like I've gotten all the fun out of that thing I'm going to get.
It's like a 10-yard. It's like a first down. It's like as long as a first down.
I'm just gonna lumber.
You're like carrying a 10-yard out route.
I'm gonna lumber my way back this way, and I'm just going to, without any effort, I'm just gonna step over this wall.
Yep.
And what is this thing right here?
It looks like part of some sort of ruins of some sort of tower.
Okay.
like you can't tell exactly what it is, but there are pedestal. It's like a pedestal.
Okay.
As you sort of look, what you can see is that it's like a domed circular building of some sort made of black stone, and there are constellations that are decorated on like the ceilings and stuff of this domed structure here. Yeah, so it's like some sort of like observation tower or something. You're not certain, but it's all broken down. You're able to sort of step through it.
Okay. I mean, I'm agreeable to go wherever now that I'm I'm lumbering and glowing, and we can do whatever everybody else wants to do. If we want to see what else is up here, that's fine. Feel like
so this is a pretty quiet neighborhood from what I can tell. What options does everybody think we have here for setting up a little bit of a camp to rest and recuperate? Because we badly need it, and this seems to be a pretty chill area.
We can go into the glowing spear room and take a little nap.
I think that sounds like a capital idea.
Be awesome.
Harkus, as you're in this room sort of talking, roll me that perception again.
Okay.
You do hear something. The faintest like sounds that sounds like maybe a voice that's just on like catch it kind of echoing down the hall from further away, you know, like to the north and around the bend, like on down somewhere. You hear the faint sounds of an echoing voice.
I guess I'm going to sort of stop Cadillac and say, well, I do hear something from up above us, so might not be the best. Might not be as quiet in the neighborhood as we think.
Well, is there a chance, do you think, that we could trust the tree folk to let us chill and they would wake us up if anything came a knocking? And they could stand guard? They seemed to be pretty polite, all things considered.
I feel like if we go to sleep there, she's going to try and make us stay again.
I mean, well, maybe, but we've got to stay somewhere. Maybe.
I mean, we can always go and try to just hang out in the glowing spear room and take some rest. I think there was a room up above it.
Yeah.
Perhaps is.
I really think it'd be a good idea for us to try to get a nap.
Okay.
And so glowing spear room had reasonable accommodations.
Okay.
Maybe.
Is that where everybody's going? I have no idea where Leonard is. Leonard's still back at the Grove.
No, I don't know. I got lost and didn't want to unveil anything that I wasn't supposed to see.
I'll put you where everybody else is. They're over here in the giant spear room.
Yeah, I would never have made my way there.
Okay. So you are all going to try to book it down for the night here.
We've lost Zarya as well.
I was just keeping Zarya safe.
No idea where Zarya is at.
Wherever I was.
All right. There she is. All right. So just going to kind of hunker down here for a rest. Are we taking a short rest, a long rest, or what?
I would vote for a short rest, given that I just heard voices.
I vote for a long rest.
Agreed.
How big is this? How big is the castle?
You can't really tell.
No, I meant the one that Ordella has.
Oh, Ordella's
castle.
Bigger. Isn't that a TV show?
Yes.
bigger than this room.
Okay. All right, then let's just.
Rodella's
I guess we'll just take. I'll take first watch then. I guess.
Okay.
Zarya will take second, I suppose.
Okay.
I volunteer for third.
All right.
I'll take fourth.
All right. First watch. Who was first?
Harkus.
Harkus. All right. Roll me d20, Harkus. Okay. Roll me perception, Harkus. Good roll. Harkus, as you stare into the dark, you see a giant, floating, unblinking eye sort of appear in the distance, and you're certain that it is an eyeball. It is looking down the little cave that you're in. And it is entirely unblinking. And as you look at it, I need you to roll me a charisma save, please. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah. You feel this eye trying to like probe you into your thoughts and into your mind, but you're somehow able to fend it off, and it kind of blinks and then disappears into the darkness.
Okay.
What do you do?
It's not creepy at all. I feel like I'm going to have to wake everybody up and tell them I just saw an unblinking eyeball that tried to peer into my soul and has now blinked out and very well might be going to get some friends. And that this is perhaps not the best place for us to rest.
Hey guys, I saw an unblinking eyeball that peered into my soul and tried to...
It's coming back with friends. Sorry.
All right. So Harkus wakes everybody up. And what then? What does everyone do?
Which way did it go?
I don't know. It just blinked out.
Which way did it come from?
Down the hallway.
Which way? Which down? Which down? Up, down, or down, down?
No, this way down here.
Down, down.
Down, down. Up, down, or down, down? Down, down.
Well, I vote we put Shrubwad, who is quickly becoming Oak Tree Wad,
Shrubwad goes, no, wait a minute.
as a sentinel, and then Cadillac Granite Guts goes back to bed.
What? No, wait. No, wait a minute. I'm just a shrub.
Got to turn into a big, strong tree at some point.
In fact, Shrubwood has grown, and he almost looks like a little tree that you would like plant. Like if you went to like the tree store and bought yourself a tree. He's more tree-ish than shrubbish now, which is a little strange. After you smeared that pear all over his roots. I guess I'll keep watch, if that's what you want me to do. What should I do? If I if something tickles my branches.
So, mhm. I don't know. What do we want to do about this situation? I was sort of playing around about Treewide being the sentinel and us going back to bed. Although I'm not above doing that.
I mean, I'll do it.
Yeah. What is the consensus here?
I think that's fair. He's as likely to provide a helpful watch as I am. So,
we're beat up right now. So if there's a chance that we get the full rest out of this and something catches us at the end or when we wake up, at least we have a full tank.
What should I do if I see something or if something comes? Should I wake you up or should I wake you up if it's a threat to you, or should I wake you up if it's just something that's not a threat to you, or what should I do? I've never kept a watch before.
If anything comes down that hallway.
Anything at all? Like, what if a squirrel?
What would a squirrel be doing down here unless it was evil?
I guess that is a point.
By definition, it would be an evil squirrel. Yes, I think if anything, then let us know.
Yeah, all he has to do is alert whoever is on the watch.
So if Santa Claus comes down that hall,
come and let whoever is taking the watch know.
Okay, so
no presents for you.
Before I go to bed again, I burn a spell slot and then cast Sanctuary upon him, and I say, Shrubwad, the glory of Sylvanas will be your shield. There's nothing for you to fear.
I feel holy. Shrubwad glows with sort of a strange golden glow a little bit. You've never actually seen that happen before when you cast this spell. It's very strange. It's almost like it's interacting with him somehow. And his leaves have kind of a little bit of a golden glow to them, which is odd. And he looks even a little bit larger to you, somewhat.
Shrubwad, you're beautiful.
Well, I didn't know you swang that way, but thank you. And
good for Shrubwad.
And he plants himself there. He's still a little tree, not very big, but looks much more tree-ish now than he has in the past. And yeah, there you are.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess Zarya will take the second watch then.
Okay. Roll me perception. I'm sorry.
Oh, good God. Wait, do I need to roll hers or mine? I need to roll hers because she may have a plus. That's
probably better than.
I don't have control over her, so you can roll it if you want to.
Okay, that's fine. I can do it. She rolls a 16.
Okay, that's better.
Rolled silently. Yeah, things are fairly quiet. You hear the sounds of movement and sort of skittering, and very briefly you catch a glimpse of something that kind of like in the dark runs across your vision. But it just sort of skitters by, and things stay quiet.
Okay.
Unless you're going out there to investigate it.
Nope.
It hasn't come after you, whatever it is. Third watch.
That was me.
Trouble goes, well, Cadillac, everything's been cool. There were some things that ran around out there, but they didn't come in here. I'll let you know if my branches detect anything.
I give him a salute.
Are you going to bed? and like waiting on it.
And then I go to bed.
After a little bit, you feel a stick thwack you. And as the stick whacks you, Cadillac, standing right over your head.
Oh, good God, man.
Is this creepy looking creature. And the tree is got a stick and is like reaching over and is smacking you, Cadillac. And as you wake up, and there are 3 or 4 of these things with giant eyeballs surrounding you, staring down at you. The tree goes, "These things came in here." And they all are just glowing their eyeballs at you. And everybody, is this 4th watch? Are you 4th?
No. 3.
This is third watch?
3.
Watch 3? Okay. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Please. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That was a 23?
Uh-huh. Again.
Oh, 1 for all of them?
Yes, please make 4 Constitution saving throws.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no.
You're very good. You're very good. You've passed 3 of them. You feel this horrific gaze upon you. And you, manage to... It, eats into you. And it's just horrible. Oh, my gosh. That couldn't go any worse for me, the DM, and better for you. You take 4 necrotic damage from these 4 things that are staring down into your soul. And they speak to you in your head, and they say, "Adventurer. Interesting. What secrets does he have?" Make me a charisma save, please. You managed to fend off their attacks into your brain to learn about you. Defensible defenses he has. Cadillac, you alone are awake in the shrub. Roll me initiative.
Okay.
Oh, and this thing doesn't have a button for all their things, which is annoying. 13. So I gotta open each sheet. 1. And we had the last one clicked, sorry. They're all close in there. And 4. Alright, there's 4 of them. You may have never seen anything like this. They seem to be trying to probe into, your brain. Here's what they look like. To you, Cadillac.
Ah.
Giant eyeballed spinidy thing. Yeah, so Cadillac, you're up. You have a free action here before they've all gone, so it's going to be your turn. They had a surprise round on you. So
Okay.
Cadillac, it's your turn. They had a surprise round on you.
I am going to since they startled me.
Yeah, they startled you awake, and one of them managed to get its rotting stare off on you.
Let's see.
Everybody else is still very much asleep. The shrub is like, Cadillac, my boss. I'm sorry, they were very, very sneaky.
It's okay. So I am going to go ahead and buff with branding smite.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack this guy and this guy closest to the group.
Okay. Go ahead.
Or at least swing at them.
Ooh, okay. The 12 misses, the 18 hits.
Okay.
And you do 9 damage to it. That commotion wakes everybody else up, and you get a smite for 3. So with that, that is enough to wake the rest of you up. The rest of you can roll initiative now.
So the one I hit with branding smite, for whatever this is worth, it shimmers in the with light, and it cannot go invisible.
That is useful. Does that give you advantage on attacks against it? Is that like fairy firing it?
It does not. It just means that it can't cloak.
Okay, it just can't cloak itself.
Right.
Can you roll Zarya?
Yeah. Hang on. At 3. Okay. Leonard, you're actually up first.
All right. Let me look at. I don't think I can cast an AoE that's not going to hit everybody.
Well, you're in a small room, but, there is no I in team, but there is an I, and I don't care how small the room is. I cast Fireball.
So I'm going to cast Firebolt at the one nearest me.
Okay. 17 is a hit. This is the one immediately south of you, or the one immediately to the, I guess, south of you?
The one immediately south of me for 12 fire damage.
Okay. It takes it. Hit hard. These things are kind of gross looking, hideous. The one Cadillac that you just sort of fairy fired or whatever, it's going to do that thing again where it tries to stare at you. Make me a con save. Yeah, you fail this one. Cadillac, you're going to take 12 necrotic damage. And you're surrounded by these other ones. They're closest to you, Cadillac, because they've been surrounding you. This one's turned, you're not looking at it, but it's going to claw at you twice. And it misses with both. It rolls a 9 and a 7.
Okay.
And this top one is also going to claw at you. It rolls a 20 and a crit. 20 and 24. With the 20, it does 4 slashing. And with the crit, it does 11 slashing. So that's 15 slashing total. So 12 and 15. Are you still up?
Yes, I am.
Total of, I think, 27 damage against you. It's your turn, Cadillac. Granite Guts.
Okay.
Everybody's initiative is so poor. They're still waking up. Like, Harkus is like going like, what? Oh, God. Cadillac, you put a tree in charge of security.
Okay, so I am going to, let's see, is this, okay, this is an action. I am going to spend an action to say a prayer to Sylvanus to protect me from the evil that is in this room. And so I cast protection from evil and good, which will give them disadvantage against me and should help. I can't be the target of charm. I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that helps with the saves or not, but it can't.
So do they have disadvantage on attacks against you?
Correct.
Is that all evil creatures, or is that like celestials, fiends, fays?
Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead.
Okay, these are aberrations.
Sweet! Sylvanus, protect me from these aberrations.
Yes, so they are aberrations, yes. All right, that's your action. Yatara, you're up.
To the one.
As you look around, two of them swing and look at you, and they say, "Wizard, the wizard. Yes, the wizard. Secrets he would have. Yes, take the wizard his spells." Roll me history, Yatara, before you act, just so you. Yatara, you recognize these things. You've heard of them before. These things are something that are called Nothics. They were once humans and wizards. Probably even as old as Githrin themselves. They're like almost like failed liches. They're like creatures that tried to become immortal through their wizarding powers that like turned into these like golem kind of things. There's one way to think about it. Rather than gaining the godlike supremacy that they craved, they were reduced to creeping, tormented monsters. The first person to create them was a very powerful evil wizard that you know in your lore histories as Vecna.
Interesting.
Vecna? Not
Vecna.
again.
All right, so the one that just took the firebolt damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to target it first with. I'm going to do 3 magic missiles. I'm going to cast this at level 5, so I'm going to have 7. So I'm going to cast 3 at that one.
Okay.
Oh, gross.
Okay. So that was the one right next to you. That takes 9.
And then I'm going to target the other one with the other 4.
Okay. All right. And that one takes 12. So bam, 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 bam. They get smacked around a pretty good bit. Harkus, you're up.
All right. Oh goodness. All right. Which one did he just hit? All right. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna hit this one with the dot.
He hit both of those, the one with the dot and the one next to him.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. 23, big time.
Plus 36. Ooh. You dead yet?
Not yet.
All right, I'm hitting it again.
That's a hit. It's dead, Jim.
All right, and then can I flurry of blows this guy?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
13.
That's a miss. No, 13's a miss.
Okay.
And that ought to be it, right?
Yep, that's it.
It's that thing's turn. And it stares at you, Marcus. Make a con save.
Is this a spell?
No.
Dang it.
But you pass. So nothing happens. Zari is up. What are you gonna do with her?
I think she would probably.
She's got a battle axe. She's got a laser pistol. She's got some cantrips.
I feel like she'd probably battle axe this one right here.
Okay. You do need me to roll it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Battle axe. Roll it. Did that roll okay?
It just critted.
Holy crap. Which one was she battle axing?
This one up here.
Okay. She runs over, she crits it. Holy crap. Does 15 slashing. I don't think that she has second attack, does she? She's a cleric. It's just one for her.
Okay.
So Leonard, you're up. What you got for me, Leonard? Is he still there? He may have had to step away.
Doesn't appear that way.
We'll skip him. The Nothics are up. Kind of like the two behind you are going to stare at you. Make 2 con saves, please.
Oh, thank goodness.
Dang it. Because their attacks were at disadvantage, so since they can't attack you, they're going to stare at you, you know? Kind of thing.
Cadillac. So Vanis has been very gracious to Cadillac this session because the rolls have been pretty decent.
But Cadillac, you're up.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and do an attack against this one right here. And so I will do bam.
That's a hit.
Okay. How does he look? No pun intended.
One hand or two-handed?
Two-handed.
He's not looking great, but he's still alive.
He's still there. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and target that explosion and fire another torpedo.
Yeah, that hits. For 12. This brings down the battleship.
Sweet.
Yatara, you're up. There's 2 of them left.
I am going to target the. It doesn't matter which one I target. I'm going to be adventurous, and I'm going to try out my Wand of Wonder again on one of them.
Oh, Lord, goodness gracious. Now, I'm going to warn you, your Wand of Wonder is not exactly the Wand of Wonder from the book. Because I like to change it up for fun and games. So roll me a D100. As you point the Wand of Wonder, what do you say?
Be cheesy like the last time. Just say Shazam.
Shazam. And D100. 92. Oh my goodness. Okay. A burst of colorful shimmering light blasts out of your wand. It is a 30-foot radius extending from you. That is everyone in the room. Everyone in the room. All your teammates and all the bad guys I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws. Wait. Yes, Constitution saving throws, please.
What am I saving against here?
Well, Yatara just pointed a wand and went Shazam, and all of a sudden bright color has filled the whole room.
Okay.
You're saving against color.
So my mantle of spell resistance gives me advantage against spells on saves.
You have advantage then.
Roll twice.
Yep.
Do I do that as well?
Do you have a mantle? Yeah, of course you do.
All right, 18 then.
Granite Guts, you fail. Leonard, you fail. Harkus, you pass. Yatara, you fail.
Wait, don't I have an advantage against spells? Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, for saving throws.
Roll it again.
Sweet.
You pass. Let's see.
Zarya.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. She passes. And Valiant, I gotta roll Valiant. She's just sort of with you.
We're about to get hypnotoaded, aren't we?
Non-participating. She passes. The failures, which are Leonard and Cadillac, you two are blind. And the bad guys have to roll this as well. With their giant eyeballs.
I feel like there should be a disadvantage on that or something.
I'll give you this. One of them is blinded. I'm not going to tell you which one. As the room filled with color, and you've blinded a bunch of people.
It's just for 1 minute, right?
Yep. Basically,
that's
the rest
pretty
of
wonderful.
this fight. Yeah, it's like camera flashes going around. Just... Okay. Harkus, you're up. You're not blind.
Okay. We go over to this one, I guess, and swing.
Okay. Okay, that is a miss, but you can take advantage. It's blinded.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed it anyway.
You can't hit a blind thing.
That's terrible. Oh my god, I missed it again.
Still have advantage. It can't dodge. Okay, you finally hit it. Okay.
And then I will flurry of blows that thing as well.
Okay. Hits. Hits. All right. Zarya's up. She's not blind. I'll just have her do the same thing and kind of battle axe against it. That'll hit. That'll do 9. Leonard, you're up.
All right. So blind.
Yep, you're blinded. You're
Okay,
seeing bubbles and stars.
Can I still attack with blind?
Yeah, you can attack. It's disadvantaged, and you have to kind of like run in the general area that you want to attack in.
Yeah, so can I run in the general direction of one of the guys that I remember being here? I'm going to assume this one since it's a fairly straight shot.
Okay.
And Shocking Grasp.
Okay. All right, that's a little better.
Yeah, just thinking with my hands out in front of me.
All right, here's what you're going to do. You're going to roll this with disadvantage if you miss by more than 10. If you miss by more than 10, you're going to accidentally grab Zarya or Cadillac. You get it. You managed to grab the nothing.
Okay. 11 lightning damage.
Let's say if you're 10 off the mark with disadvantage, you grab Zarya and give her that damage. Yeah, you're now grabbing it. You're grabbing it.
Awesome.
It can't see and you can't see it. Cadillac, it's going to claw at you. 20 and 18 to hit. Does a total of 15 slashing to you, Cadillac.
Okay. That puts me out of commission.
You see Cadillac drop down. Shrubwad goes, no! This one that you're grabbing onto, Leonard, is going to claw back at you. Leonard, 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
Does 4 slashing and 13 to hit. 13's a miss, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so 4 slashing, that's it.
All right.
Cadillac, roll me a death save, please. Alright. Guitarra, you're up.
I'm going to target the one that can see.
Okay, that would be the top one.
How is it looking so far?
Bad.
Bad. All right. I'm just going to cast Fire Bolt on it.
Okay. Miss.
For my
Bonus actions. Anything else?
Can I also attack with my laser pistol?
Sure. Why not? Really cool.
Oh.
I'll let you do it just this once.
You'll have Stormtrooper aim.
Yeah, holy crap. That was really bad. No penalty, just you're embarrassed. You tried to take 2 actions like a fighter, and you realize you can't do that again. You can't do 2 things at once. You just massively fail. Never again can you do a second action, even if it's cool. Harkus, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna come over and swing at this guy.
This is the non-blind one. Gets though. Okay. Is that a smite or was that?
No, that it's with the staff of withering. I
staff.
get the 2d6 necrotic
Extra
damage.
Got it. That kills it.
Okay. And then before I hit my second one, I'm going to run up to this one and swing the second time with it.
Okay. Hits. This kills it. That brings it down. Yeah, that brings it down.
I feel like Zarya with her turn would probably come over and rescue Cadillac.
Yeah, I don't know what her spell situation is left, but we're just going to say that she's got... we'll say that she's got a healing word left, at least. So, Cadillac, you're healed for 7. I'll say she's got at least that. And things are quiet now. That battle lasted several minutes into your 3rd watch, but you have not gotten your full rest yet. You have 2 choices. You can either choose to resume the rest and try to get a full rest, or you can pick it up here and take a short rest.
Might as well try and get the full rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Wise choice. The rest of the evening passes without event. You all have taken a full rest. You're fully restored.
Woohoo!
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
Shrubwood wakes you up, and he is even larger. Harcus, your legs hurt. And overnight, you have grown now. Oh, Lord. How tall were you to begin with?
I think I was like 6 feet tall.
6 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay. Overnight, you gained 8 feet tall. You're now 14 feet tall.
Oh, dear God.
Harcus, you are 14 feet tall, and you're as big as you would be 14 feet tall. And Harcus, you sort of wake up and you're like, your head hits the ceiling a little bit. You go, oh. And you try to move with your normal monk quickness, but you find that you are not moving real fast. You're sort of lumbering. As everybody looks around, and Harcus looks gigantic. Like, he looks like a giant. And as you're 14 feet tall, Harcus, your legs hurt. And it feels like they continue to ache. What do you guys do?
So
let's see here.
Shrubwood is continuing to grow as well.
Shrubwood is bigger. Not as big as Harcus is.
I am going to permanently assign a spell slot to Find Steed.
Okay.
And I'm going to give Shrubwood a War Llama as transport.
So, okay. We have a tree riding a llama.
Yes. I mean, he's like on a mount, like on a pack.
Yeah, it's very strange looking.
But that way, if he continues to grow and I can't carry him anymore, then we have a way to trundle him along.
He's got little root legs, and he's straddling the saddle of a llama.
At some point in time, hopefully he'll become an ent and he can become ambulatory. But until such time, I'm going to go ahead and give him a War Llama.
Yeah.
And that War Llama just hangs around until something vanquishes it.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, when the long rest nuked the temp necrosis, yes. Should that have happened?
Yes.
Okay, thank goodness.
You get all your HP back. You're fully restored. You're fully restored.
Praise be to Sylvanus.
And you guys are fully rested. The tunnels stretch out before you, heading towards the west and then back towards the east from whence you came. As you try to find your way deeper and deeper into the caves to eventually find the Nethery city, which way are you headed?
The caved-in rotunda area that Harcus found was to the south, I think, right?
Harcus found one to the south and to the west. Yep, heading that direction.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Harcus.
Harcus, as you kind of come around, there is a area with icicles clinging tight to the ceiling in this next room. There's the dome with the constellations that you previously seen.
Are you sure those are icicles, Jeff?
Oh, hang on. Hold on just a minute. one moment.
Everybody close your eyes.
Icicles clinging tight to the ceiling. Multiple icicles clinging tight to the ceiling. You're suspicious. You are suspicious since you may have encountered things that dropped on you from the ceiling before.
We have seen ceiling crawler thingies somewhere before.
You've seen ceiling crawler thingies before, so it wouldn't be that unreasonable to say, yeah, you're able to.
I feel like I'm gonna look in this room and go, that looks like a dead end.
No, nothing good here.
Are those the things that necrotized me to begin with?
No, what necrotized you is a wraith, like a ring wraith, kind of.
Got it.
But you did get touched by these things before. They hurt.
Okay, let's maybe explore the other way. If those legitimately, if we would be concerned about them without any foreknowledge, I don't particularly want to pick that battle right this second.
Okay, so heading back the opposite direction. I'll just bring you back to the Dryad room then.
Okay.
Real quick, so you don't have to walk all the way back there. Just let me gather all your people together. If you're saying, I see those things on the ceiling there. I know that they stabbed me before, and I don't want to walk into the stabby room. I'm going to go explore the other way first. I'll bring you back to here. Actually, we'll bring you back to here, to the middle of the orchard room. And there are multiple paths before you. There is another path directly to the south, two paths directly to the south, one path to the north, and then one path to the east. Which direction would you like to head?
Well, I did a relatively bang-up job of picking the last time, so I'll defer to somebody else.
We haven't explored this south way.
You've not? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for this south way.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. You look in here, and there is the weird nests of those creatures that you just encountered. Like they had been huddling and nesting here. There are like weird scrolls with strange writing on them that you can't really understand very much of. And like the littlest bit of like bedding and things like that is sort of made up here as if these like strange Nothic creatures had been camping out here.
Spooky.
Yep, weird writings and things like that. That's what you see there.
Can I go inspect the room further?
Yeah. There are all sorts of like strange papers and things that are in mostly like chicken scratch and stuff like that. You don't see any artifacts or anything like that. What are you searching for?
Yeah, I would be curious in the scraps of paper. I can pick one.
Okay, yeah, you pick them up. Roll me, I don't know. Roll me insight, I guess, or investigation. Investigation. Oh, 22. We'll stick with that roll. Pretty good. You learn a few things. You learn. You read something about a arch wizard named Iorlathorus. You can tell me how you pronounce this. Irolarthas. Iorlathorus. Arlarthus. Anyways, he apparently watches over Yithrin and has lost his body and mind. All that remains of him is a floating skull. You see drawings of the skull.
Wait, does that resemble my professorial orb?
Kind of, but a little different. The orb is like a crystal ball. This is like a skull. It's like drawings of a skull. Yatara, you also learn. You see a picture of the city, and you see these giant floating hands that are drawn around the city. Which is strange. And Gitara, you see or you read something about that catches your eye that says the Mythalar, which you recognize because you recognize that phrase because you'd read it before in the scratchings of the gnomish guy in the black cabin when he was making the star, the summer star as he called it. The Mythalar was apparently the source of energy of the city of Yithrin. And the writings say the Mythalar is broken, the spindle is lost. Okay. And there is one other thing that you find. There is a ritual that is required to enter the spire of the city, which is where the spindle seems to be drawn to. There is a spindle of the Mythalar that is required to make it work. And it apparently is somewhere in like the city spire, but there's a ritual required to open it. Okay? And the last thing that you learn, and perhaps the most terrifying thing, is that you see these strange scratchings of a horrific, horrific monster. And you see the noting that there is the ability and the magic and the power located there to summon it. And that's what you learn. So, to summarize, Iorlathras, the arch-wizard of Yithrin, is a floating skull that watches over the city. 1. 2. Strange giant floating hands drawn around the city. 3. The Mythalar, the source of the city's power, will not work without the spindle. 4. The spindle is somewhere in the city spire that requires an unknown ritual to get there. 5. Horrible creature, ability to summon it, exists. Cadillac, roll me perception, please.
Okay. There we go.
23. Okay. Pretty good. Cadillac, you do feel a strange, like almost cold wind coming from the east and the south as you're sort of standing on this side of the grove of trees.
Sort of
No, other way. That's be your west.
West, got it. So
Think Compass Road.
this way,
Yeah, like that way. There's like a strange cold air blowing out from that way.
Southeast or just the east?
Southeast.
Southeast.
With that 23 perception, as everybody else is in that room. So that's what you've learned, Yatara, reading the scratchings of these Nothics that you know are former wizards that had like lost themselves in the search for more and more power. Does Yatara share any of that stuff? Do you?
Yeah, I'll kind of summarize all 5 of those to everybody.
Okay.
I think that is the way forward. Whether it vanquishes us or we vanquish it, I think that that's the heart of it all. I think that's where we should focus.
Right. Where are you headed now?
I have a feeling, a cold chill in my bones that seems to be focused on this passageway down here, and I sort of point for the rest of the group.
Okay. You can point that way. What's everybody think?
Shall we investigate?
Sure.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. The tunnel begins to descend deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's going so deep, Cadillac. Like, it's just wild how far this tunnel is winding. Are you guys just going to keep following it to the better end, or?
I'll keep trundling down.
Okay.
Harkus will protect me.
You trundle on, and it is almost a day passes. You are reaching like the limits of your endurance. Are you going to stop and rest or keep going?
I feel like I am sort of caught by a sense of mission here, and I think I'm just going to continue charging forward.
Okay. What does everybody else think? You're on the brink of exhaustion.
I would say keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eventually, as you keep going, you push through the levels of exhaustion. Everybody can take 1 level of exhaustion, please. The tunnel, as it descends further and further and further, it eventually opens. And a cold blue light seems to surround you, and your eyes adjust to it. And there is a vast grotto that you see before you that is enclosed by gleaming ice and consigned to this sepulcher before you. I've not installed this soundscape yet, but consigned to the sepulcher before you is a fantastic, huge, entire city. Looks like this. Sculpted by ancient magic and illuminated in a haunting way by green and purple lights that shed absolutely no warmth. Mist surrounds it from the cold ice and whatever heat this thing is giving off. The city is slightly tilted. Spires are leaning away from you as though recoiling from your very presence. You stand atop a causeway of frost-covered ice that stretches towards the city, like the dead, frozen tongue of some hideous behemoth, out of whose mouth you have just stepped. Before you, you see the frozen, ancient Netherese city of Yithrin. Balian Harpel gasps and says, "Finally, we've made it here. We must explore its depths." And everyone can take one more level to level 10.
Okay, I was about to say level of exhaustion.
Level 10. And that is where we're going to wrap it up for the night. You all are on this, to sort of put where you are into context. Like you would be on this thing here. This like tongue is heading towards the city. You're smaller than the depicted in the picture here because it's an entire city size. It's huge out before you. So yeah, that's what you see. As you have finally made it there, into the deep, dark city of Yithrin. I hope you guys had a good time. This is the end game, gentlemen. The final mysteries wait. We'll catch you all next week.
Sweet.
All right.
Awesome.
Good
Bye,
night,
everyone.
everybody.